Wanneer ek na Kaapstad kyk en van waar ek vandaan kom, is hierdie wêrelde uitmekaar uit. Ek het gedink toe ek van Rustenburg af Pretoria toe gaan ek op in die lewe. Ek het gedink, jy weet, dit kan nie beter nie, maar toe Kaapstad toe kom, toe is alles heeltemal anders. Ek kan in 'n middag na werk kan ek in die see gaan swem en 10 kilos gaan hardloop op Tafelberg. Ek kan gaan spring van Tafelberg af tot op die promenade. Ek kan fietsry op die promenade, ek kan elektriese scooters ry op die promenade. Daar is endless goeders om te doen. Daar's miljoene restaurante om van te kies. Daar is verskillende plekke om na toe te gaan. Daar is secret beaches op strande op Kaapstad. Daar's so baie, ek weet nie eens waar om te begin nie.
Life's a coat of many colors. It is never black and white. Can't have one without the other. The dark without the light. In the summer we were lovers. With the flame our hearts would burn. A flame the autumn would smother and leave this heart to yearn. Forever blue, forever blue.
A blend of opulence and functionality spread across 5 levels of uninterrupted views of the Atlantic Ocean. Welcome to this beautiful Bantry Bay home. If this is the first time on this channel, my name is Sophistication, and what we do on this channel is that we showcase and explore some of the most extraordinary homes in and around South Africa. Today, as I've mentioned, we're in Bantry Bay looking at this one of one, a true architectural masterpiece. But before we get into this tour, massive thanks to the listing agent Josh and Elma for giving us this opportunity to share their listing with you guys. I'll put all the listing details down in the description. And if you are a seller looking to put their most prized possession onto the market, or you're a buyer looking to purchase their dream home, make sure to go down into the description, go to LP Realty, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's prop in.
Forever blue.
Starting the tour on the entryway of this home and leading you guys to the main pivot door, which allows you to step into this home. As you can see behind me, this stunning entryway, it's a symphony of architectural details. So many different elements are outside, but they continue on the inside, and the balance of different materials and elements are just incredible from an architectural perspective. So there's use of glass, stone, natural elements, exposed concrete, and all these elements that you see continue on the inside. The outdoor area almost gives you an idea of what you're about to find on the inside. And then we are greeted by this large pivot door, creating this very dramatic entryway to the internal area. And as we close this pivot door, you'll see this sort of bright light shining from this tinted pink skylight, creating such a beautiful moment to look at. Every single wall throughout this entire home is anointed with various pieces of artworks and art installations, which creates such an interesting space. And I'll point out all the artworks as we go along. See-through balustrades giving you this endless views, and the detail which I just want to spend some time on is this moment here. As a guest arriving at this home, this is a moment which just captures so much attention. Firstly, exposed concrete around on the soffit, on the underside of these beams, and then we have these steel beams. Suspended from these steel beams, we have this, I can't even call them floor to ceiling. These light pendants rather, goes from the top floor all the way to the 4th floor. I'm not sure if now you can pan down there and just show people the scale of these light pendants. Nothing like we've seen before, and creates such an interesting architectural moment. Above it, we also have a skylight just to bring you that natural lighting. and then also to give that emphasis on the exposed concrete. Such a stunning moment, and as a guest it's very captivating, leading down this passageway, art installation, and then bench just to sit down, take off your shoes and rest. To my right side, we have an elevator that takes you to 4 of the 5 levels that we have in this home. And just speaking about the specs of this home, we have 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms under roof. We're looking at just over 900 square meters, and on an earth which is just over 741 square meters. As I've said, it is currently listed for 138 million rands. We'll put the conversions down on the screen for all our international viewers. So continuing the tour, on my left we have this 2-car parking garage, and on the outside of the car garage we also have 2 more parkings, and off-street parking is also available. Direct access into the internal space, which always is very convenient. Then heading up this passage and onto this landing, this is a productivity and inspiration hub here. Before going to the study area, just want to touch on the details with this guest bathroom. The details in this guest bathroom are continuous throughout the home. The craftsmanship, the level of materials, the quality of all the different elements just are incredible here. You have this beautiful tile wrapping the entire wall of the shower, see-through glass, and I love these black trimmings throughout, which ties in the floating vanity as well as the wall-mounted tap mixer. And paying homage to that suspended light pendant that we saw, we have the stunning light pendant mounted from the ceiling. And I love these small details here with the niches, allowing you to place all your accessories. Like I've said in the introduction, this home really does combine opulence and functionality. The amount of amenities that are offered in this home is nothing like we've seen before. As I've said, this is a productivity and just inspirational hub. How you can have this desk, firstly open shelving, warm wooden timber. Typically with modern homes and modern architecture, it typically leans on to the side of becoming slightly cold, but in this home they did use wood cladding perfectly just to warm up the space. But then touching on this table, this is such an inspirational space just to be working. You have this large beautiful timber table topping with a live edge, and from here you have direct views to the Atlantic Ocean. These are north views, so you have unparalleled views. During the year in Cape Town, especially in Bantry Bay, this is the perfect location to be viewing the whales. So the whale season runs from typically between June and November, but I think the best time is August time, and this home has front row seats to that. And they knew this, that's why the use of glass throughout all the north facing surfaces is just prevalent. You can open up all these glass panels just to give you direct interaction with the outdoor area. If you know, you know. Nero, do I need to say more?
No need to say more.
If they've seen our videos, then they'll know. But I love this piece here. Transitioning to the outdoor area, just the section, quite cozy, comfortable, beautiful architectural detail that I want to point out. If you look above us, we have these skylights inserts giving you an interesting architectural perspective to look at. I love the exposed concrete, which is juxtaposed by these warmer cladding, timber claddings rather, and in between these timber claddings you have LED lighting, which I'm sure at night just looks stunning. Joining me this side, we have see-through balustrades giving you these beautiful unobstructed view. So this home and most of the homes in Bantry Bay are situated on a cascading landscape, which means that each floor feels as though it's its own space and own home, and each home can't view any home which is below it, which gives you these unparalleled views, just unobstructed views of the entire Atlantic Ocean. So that was the introductory level, 5 levels, 4 more levels that we're going to look at. Below us, we're going to see some of the bedrooms. Arriving arriving at the landing between the first floor and second floor, we're greeted by this beautiful art installation here, exposed concrete on the wall finish, and then beautiful detail here, open glass at the bottom, which allows the connection between the floor below us and this floor, and this glass continues on the adjacent wall, giving you views of the ocean, but also giving you views of this garden space behind us, almost bringing that garden space to the indoor area. And as you can look, different elements, different materials, creating such a balanced space. As I've said in the beginning, those elements on the outside continue on the inside. You have natural stone, wood warming up the space, glass, exposed concrete. It all creates a cohesive space. Heading down these staircases, and we can see how these light pendants actually connect all these floors to each other than just creating a visual interesting spot to look at. And then we find ourselves at the landing of the second floor, art installation but large window panel, again bringing that greenery to the indoor, and the continuation of this tinted skylight continues on this floor and gives this gorgeous glow to this floor. Art installations here, beautiful, so much present. I think this is charcoal on canvas if I'm not mistaken. Stunning. Heading down this passage, we're greeted by the landing that you are introduced by the lift. To my left, first bedroom on this level. We have 2 bedrooms, all en suite. To my left, server room, and as we arrive in this bedroom, we're greeted by this beautiful art piece. To my left, full complete walk-in closet with this warm wooden tone throughout, and then we have LED lighting on each of these levels, just giving you this glamorous look to this entire finish of this walk-in closet. And a detail which I particularly love are these black trimmings and accents, just to give it a stylish look. Heading back to the main bedroom space, and this is where the views come alive here. They really understood the assignment that you have these unobstructed north views, so how can you take advantage of these views at every single point? And I'll show you what they did in the bathroom. So entering this bathroom, we have a roller door if you want to close the space off, but we're greeted by the stunning tile which continues on the adjacent walls and all the different textures, or all the different surfaces rather. And as we touch on the shower, neat outlet, ceiling mounted rainwater shower head with the black accents continue on the rainwater shower head, as well as all the sandware fittings throughout this bathroom. As I've mentioned, the use of timber in all the spaces in this home, just to increase the warmth. Backlit large mirror bouncing off the view, but floating vanity with a very sleek finish, wall mounted tap, mixer and fixture, just to complete this entire stunning moment here. Standalone bathtub on an elevated surface, timber finish or timber cladding to the floor finish. And then, while speaking about the views, taking advantage of it and bringing the views into the bathroom, we have this large window infill. Typically what you'd have is maybe a partition wall or a straight wall which blocks out the view, but here they wanted to bring that into the bathroom. When you are having your bath after a long day after work, you're able to enjoy that. If you're having a shower in the morning, you're able to enjoy that. Architecturally, 10 out of 10. Leading you guys to the main bedroom space and looking at the skirtings. This is something which we haven't really seen, but the skirtings is just this black trimming which ties in with a lot of the elements. Just the details, when you get to this level, the details are just, no detail is left to chance. So the skirtings tie in with the sandware ties in with the plug points. The thought and the level of detail that you go through at this level is just impressive. Bringing you guys this side, this is the main bedroom area, but as you can imagine, waking up from here and having these views, this room almost feels as though it's its own apartment, where you have the separation wall which separates this room from the next room. You have your own bathroom, and then you have your own balcony, sliding doors opening up, creating the seamless exit to the outdoor area, indigenous garden in front of you, see-through balustrade, ocean views. What else do you need in this room?
Yeah, I mean, this room is almost perfectly set up as like a holiday getaway. As soon as you land here, you have the spa, and the spa gives you a glimpse of the view, and then you have your bed also going right through into the horizon. I mean, it's perfect.
Well said. All these rooms feels as though it's a mini getaway, and the spa, they all have this serene, calm, sanctuary-like moment. So heading back to the landing and heading to the adjacent room, just to show you guys some of the details. As we enter this bedroom, immediately your eye is drawn to the horizon. You have unparalleled views. You can see as far as the eye can see, which is just breathtaking. Waking up here and having these views. Also, something which is very unique that we haven't seen is having a garden space, this indigenous garden in front of you. Starting on my left and entering this bathroom, this is just a lot of the moments in this home feels as though it's an art piece. It's a showcase of different elements. It's a showcase of design and internal design. So just going through the elements here, to my left you have this nicely tucked away walk-in closet, open shelving, LED lighting for the opulence feeling, but plenty of cabinetry space. Never have to complain about cabinetry space. In front of us, back to the main bathroom area, to my left we have this floating vanity, wall-mounted sandway with this beautiful golden finish to it. Large mirror with this backlighting, but you also have this groove framing surrounding this entire detail here. But if you guys look below this floating vanity, we have this open shelving, which is a continuous piece of shelving, which changes from open shelving to a bench, and then from a bench it changes to an outdoor bench. You can see a little bit of the weathering, but this is just a beautiful detail that you have this continuous piece of element here. And as we step into the shower, very neat outlet, almost invisible, niche in front of us, ceiling mounted rainwater shower head, and then from here you have direct access onto the balcony. There's a door which you can transition from the shower directly onto the balcony. And I love these sandware fittings. You have this, it's not a gloss finish, it's this powdered satin finish, which is gorgeous. I hope in the camera it really does come out. Heading back to the main bedroom area, but before going there, the water closet is here, and then we have this door just to close it off. The main bedroom does have a study section, and if you look above us, down lighting, we also have aircon in all the units. One thing that does differentiate this bedroom from the one that we just saw is this finish to that adjacent wall. There you have this dark masculine finish, and then large floor to ceiling windows giving you this view of the garden space behind us, also giving you this stunning view of the exposed concrete, natural stone, again bringing those elements to the indoor area. While we are here and just looking above us, just touching on, you'll see this more prevalent downstairs at the main area, but just touching on the surround sound. This surround sound is operated by a Sonos system, which allows various things, but it is decentralized, which allows this room to play its own music, as well as the adjacent room to play its own music, as well as the floor below us to play its own music. But then it goes even further. If you wanted each speaker to play a different song, so I don't know why you'd want this, but if you wanted each speaker to play a different song, you can do that, which now I'm sure we'll never do that, but it's quite cool that you're able to do that.
Yeah, I think it's quite cool how much control and flexibility you can have with that. Yeah, it's really, really helpful for when you want to have your own vibes in your own room.
For sure. Then heading out to the balcony space, again, this balcony is separated by the screen. Again, incredible views, stunning garden in front of us. To my right, soft furniture, and I love the fact that you have the screen as well. You have the screen either side of you just to block you from the neighbors. So that was two of the bedrooms. So now we'll take the elevator and going down to the main floor.
Bantry Bay is really small, it's really compact. Basically only 2 roads. The area houses are all looking over each other. No one's blocking anyone's view. The views are all phenomenal. It's really close to Clifton Beach, so 2-3 minutes walk to get there. Sea Point, just around the corner, all the trendy shops. Bantry Bay is just a really cool area. Second most expensive place in Cape Town next to Clifton, because Clifton is right on the beach. And the views of the Atlantic is absolutely gorgeous. It's like just a little bend. That's how big Bantry Bay is in Cape Town. Really, really cool area.
Arriving on the main floor of this home, this is really the heart of this home. Arriving at the landing, we're greeted by this very cool circular artwork with all these hot dog installations. Very cool image here. By arriving at the main landing, we have this elevated platform which leads us down and transcends onto the main level. So from an entertainment perspective, this floor is the dream. Open plan. Every area is its own area, but all areas leads into the other seamlessly. Starting with the kitchen, we have a full chef's kitchen here with very sleek and modern finishes. In front of us, we have the sleek finish to this entire kitchen island, very neat. This is more of the preparation and presentation space. The cooking gets done on the other side of things. I love these finishes that we have through this entire cabinetry work. We also have a paneled in fridge and freezer, and the fact that it is paneled in creates a seamless look to this entire cabinetry space. Coffee station, LED lighting in front of us, plenty of cabinetry space here and countertop real estate. But as you can look above us, floor to ceiling glass panels here, giving you these views of this beautiful greenery, brings the greenery to the indoor. While you are cooking here at this integrated Siemens electric hob, you have this beautiful view of the outdoor tranquil greenery. Also, the backsplash is this glass which allows that view. You can open it up if you want to bring in a breeze into the kitchen. But as I've mentioned, plenty of cabinetry space, sleek finishes, no handles. You have a press to open mechanism. Taking everyone to the main or the formal dining area. As you can see, in terms of the volume and the scale of everything, it's of palatial scale. Arriving at the formal dining area, looking at the ceiling height, we have this high, almost double volume ceilings, integrated speakers throughout, down lighting, and we have aircon throughout this entire space. One detail I didn't talk about in the kitchen, which is very interesting and it provides that warmth to the kitchen, is this ceiling. We have this timber cladding throughout the entire ceilings, and just pointing again at the level of detail. The speakers, just so that it can blend well and tie in with the countertop, as well as all the accessories and the vents. The speakers are in this black color. And I love the LED lighting strips in the middle of all this cladding, just to tie everything together. And then, touching on the dining room table, suspended light pendants, tinted covering or tinted glass covering on all these globes, creating that luxurious feel. Live edge to this large timber table, and adjacent to it we have this floating console piece with various elements to it. Glass panels, floor to ceiling, bringing you natural lighting into the internal area. And again, the use of exposed concrete throughout this home is just phenomenal. It almost juxtaposes all the softer furniture, then you get this rugged material. It's just so satisfying. To my left, console. I love the placement of this column. It's not obtrusive, but blends well in the space. And as we transition to the lounge area, tastefully furnished, the furniture blends well with all the structural elements in terms of the textures as well as the colors. TV to my right, floating gas fireplace. Above us you'll see these glass panels infilled into the concrete, tying the first floor. We saw a little bit of this detail on the underside of the soffit on the first floor. As we transition to the side of this room, again, continuation of the glass panels, just bringing you the natural lighting into the space. Couch setup here just to tie in and create a holistic space. And as we flow to the adjacent area, the ceiling finish changes back to the timber cladding on the outdoor area. And as I've spoken about the Sonos speaker system, each area can play its own music. So if you are in the kitchen, you want something a little bit more tasteful, maybe Italian music, you're cooking up a massive storm, a pasta meal, want a little bit of Italian, play Italian music, but if you are outside on the pool area and you want a little bit more, something with a little bit more tempo, you want to play hip hop, you can. Outdoor dining experience here, which leads us to the outdoor gas grill. Incredible space to be entertaining people. Again, with the screen creating some privacy. You have this outdoor gas grill that I've spoken about, outdoor wet bar, and finished off with an outdoor bar fridge. Entertaining here must be a joy, because in terms of the amount of amenities that come together and create such a cohesive space, both for indoor and outdoor living, it's incredible. Then flowing outside here, we have this informal lounge, outdoor lounge setup, coffee tables, and it wraps around, creating a moody, inclusive space and very inviting. To my right, we have this floating bench, which I think Neil and myself earlier on were taking a few pictures, because from here you have this incredible view of the Atlantic Ocean, greenery throughout, creating such a serene moment. In front of me we have this rim flow edged pool for the entertainment aspect that rounds everything up, outdoor furniture, and as you can see, some of the most beautiful homes are around this area. I love this tree in front of us, it creates such a serene moment. There's a lot of developments happening in and around Bantry Bay, which is always nice to know about. As you can see in front of us, development happening, and you can see the road below us, and as we speak, one of my favorite cars are passing by, G-Wagon. It's such a dynamic space here, the ocean crashing into these boulders, and this home is currently for sale but does get let out often for Airbnb. So from an investment perspective, this home is also ideal. That was it for the main floor of this home. Lastly, we're going to finish with the bottom two floors where some of the entertainment aspects continue. Arriving at the landing between the main living floor, which is the third floor, and the fourth floor. I love the fact that the continuation of the elements run through all the floors and it ties in all the floors together. As you can see, this natural stone cladding to my left, tying the floor above us to this floor. So making our way to the fourth floor, which is the entertainment floor and some of the bedrooms, which you'll see. But now, as you can see, these light pendants finally end.
Yeah, this is very cool because that's floors down now from the very top. And yeah, it's very crazy to see it from each extreme end, whether you're looking at it from the top looking down or from the bottom looking up.
It just creates such an interesting sight to look at from when you're walking into the home and when you're finishing the home in a way. As we arrive to the landing, we have this indoor garden space, creates such a lively and a timeless moment here. And arriving at the actual fourth floor, we can take the elevator from the top floor to this floor, and arriving here, we're greeted by this plethora of amenities, and the amount of amenities is something that truly makes this home truly special. Starting to my right and to your guys' left, we have this cinema experience here, this cozy room which is enclaved by this beautiful dark timber cladding throughout, and either side or the adjacent wall has this acoustic material, LED lighting throughout, and then one of my favorite features here, we have this Roche Bobois couch, very cozy setup here. Family can be seated here and enjoying your guys' favorite movie. Such a stunning room, and if you guys wanted to close it off, we do have a roller door where you can close the space off and creating its own cohesive and secluded space. In front of us here, we have a very nice moment here, wrapped around by this beautiful rug underneath. Again, continuation of this tinted glass finish, suspended light pendants, and if you guys come closer here and you look at the ceiling or the cornices, we have this LED lighting strip which creates an effect that is reminiscent of a skylight, but it works so well just to lighten up the space and emphasize the natural elements that we have on this wall. Going to the bar area, we have a full bar area, open shelving, tinted mirror finish, down lighting, surround speakers, everything that you need from a bar setup. And flowing this side, large pool table. Again, this in terms of entertainment is it's quite unparalleled from anything that we've seen. Informal lounge here or TV room, and TV in front of us. Beautiful backsplash there, very seamless, which transitions to this very cool outdoor area here. Very secluded and calm. I can imagine myself having a morning coffee here. You have slight views of the ocean in front of you, surrounded by greenery. It's a peaceful and zen moment. Heading back to the main entertainment area and touching on the bedrooms. This is the first bedroom on this floor. It is multi-leveled, but on my right we find the bathroom. So heading inside here and joining me in the bathroom area, gorgeous bathroom as we focus on the vanity, floating vanity with this beautiful sandware in front of us. The mirror details here are quite unique. We've never seen any detail like this. But as I was speaking about the fact that at every point where they could, they tried to take advantage of the views. So instead of putting an entire mirror in full here, they have it in sections, which allows you to have these beautiful views in front of you. Very smart architectural detail. In front of me, water closet, shower in front, and then we have a niche, again tying in. I love the continuous use of different colors in different places. It just ties in the areas very well. The shower here, you have this white, almost milk-like Hockenheim silver-like color, which ties in with the sandware in the shower as well as the sandware with these vanities. Stunning arrangement, and as an entire concept, as an entire space, it is beautiful. You also have cabinetry space there. Heading back to the landing, in front of me we have an artwork which leads us to the main bedroom area on this level. Large bedroom area, very spacious in front of us, downlighting to my left, TV setup, and then we have this magnificent moment here. The sun is going to be setting in the next few hours, so you can imagine this moment here, just taking advantage of these views. You do have this large tree in front of you, but I think it adds on to this atmosphere of opulence and serenity. Really love this room. I think it's close favorite of mine. See-through balustrades, which gives you this endless views to the ocean and surrounding vegetation and greenery, floor to ceiling sliding doors, and just for detail. If you look at the underside of this lip, we have this timber cladding and this LED lighting. The level of detail is just impressive. Heading back to the main area and the entertainment area, and climbing up these stairs, you'll see the floor finish is this warm wooden finish. And back to the landing and touching on the next bedroom. So this next bedroom is a mirror image of what we just seen, where it is multi-leveled. To my left, the bathroom. The bathroom has slight variations in terms of the composition of this mirror finish, but I think in full effect it is quite similar. Still stunning, double vanity floating design here. We have these openings which gives you this seamless view to the outdoor area, bringing that outdoor area indoor. Behind me, water closet, adjacent to that, walk-in shower. Stunning. Heading back towards you guys and landing at the main floor of the bedroom. As I've said, mirror image of what we just seen. TV to my right, large bedroom area, aircon throughout. The views are incredible. You get equally as much views in this room as you did in the previous one. See-through balustrades. I really hope the camera can capture what is currently happening outside, because it's just phenomenal. The views, the greenery, the natural elements, I think that's one way I can put it. Floor to ceiling sliding doors opening up, again with this timber cladding warming up the space. Back to the landing of the main area. Back to the main area and leading you guys to the third bedroom of this floor. Again, natural elements indoor, and leading you guys, following me into this bedroom. This bedroom here is different from the ones that we just seen. Floor to ceiling cabinetry space for storage. I love this backsplash unit really does warm up the space very well. Study area, TV, and before we go out to the outdoor area, just bringing everyone into the bathroom area. This bathroom has this floating vanity. One key difference with this bathroom, we have this infill bathtub here. Large window opening. You can open it up just to give you views while you are while you are bathing rather. You have views of the outdoor area. To my right, shower, walk-in shower with this large niche, and then I really love the floor finish. Just stepping inside here just to show you guys, very cool design. You won't see outlet here. The outlet is actually underneath this timber cladding. Very neat and seamless. Coming back to the main bedroom area and just transitioning to the outdoor area. This is probably one of my favorite moments in this home. We have these large floor-to-ceiling sliding doors allowing us to contemplate these incredible views. So from here, I think this area here frames these views perfectly because you have this moment here. So coming down here, we have this enclave spa area. I don't think any of the homes that we've toured has such a space, a home spa where you're able to retreat and relax. As I've spoken about the short-term aspect or the short-term offering of this home, it's a nice added on for guests to come here over the holidays and just relax, retreat and reset. An opening there just to bring in that greenery, see-through balustrades just to also enhance these views. And then in front of us, we have this dipping pool just to finish off this entire sanctuary and entire experience. So finishing off this floor, we're gonna go to the last floor where we'll see the home gym. Arriving at the final and fifth level of this home, we're introduced to the home gym. Quite spacious area. To my left, wet bar, speaker system, floating bench, and you have this large mirror infill here. This side, open glass panels. You can open it up just to bring in that breeze, but one thing it also does is give you that natural lighting into this gym area. Down lighting throughout, aircon throughout. In front of us, large space. You can even have a treadmill. A lovely feature about this gym is that you have a shower, full bathroom facility, floating vanity, beautiful timber cladding on the adjacent wall, walk-in shower, again with this Hockenheim white accents tying in the shower head, as well as the sandware, water closet in front of us. Quite a stunning arrangement when it comes to the bathroom, but it's continuous with what we've seen throughout the entire home. To my right, as we wrap around this corner, more views from here, but you are able to exit this gym area onto the balcony. To my right, we have a laundry facility where we have a washer, dryer, again adding on to that holistic offering in terms of the amenities that this home does offer. That was it for all the floors. Now finishing off the tour, let's finish everything on the main living floor. Thank you so much for getting through this video and watching till this point. And if you did enjoy it, press that like button. Consider subscribing. We appreciate all the support that we've been getting recently. This was such a magnificent home spread across 5 levels with this uninterrupted view of the Atlantic seaboard, or the Atlantic Ocean rather. And before we get out of here, massive thanks to Josh and Elma, the listing agents, for giving us this opportunity to share the listing with you guys. All the details will be in the description. If you haven't yet subscribed, go down, subscribe. And if you are a seller looking to place your property onto the market, or if you're a buyer looking to purchase that dream home of yours, head over to the description, go to LP Realty's website. We'll be more than happy to help you out. And until next time, my good friends, keep safe. As always, see you on the next one.